let's drive around town a little bit and check out these winter roads. To be very honest with you, sometimes the roads just don't get plowed. With this little bit of snow we got, it was just a light dusting, you can tell. The lanes are pretty visible. The snow is just kind of blown away. This was a pretty dry snow. This is very common around Billings to see, and sometimes the roads just don't get plowed. And it's okay when it's like this little light dusting, but sometimes the roads are barely visible. So I'm driving past Castle Rock Middle School in the Heights. This is a really well-traveled road, and that's likely why the lane is so visible. But we're just gonna drive around and show you different areas of what it could look like when it snows. I would definitely say in like the residential areas and the neighborhoods, you're probably more likely to not see the roads. This is Main Street in the Heights. Again, this obviously is a really well-traveled road. And again, this was just a light dusting. And I'm going to take Airport Road over to the west end down Zimmerman Trail. Now, the biggest thing is today we are in the negatives, so it's really cold, and something that you have to be aware of is this blowing snow. When you have these cars driving over it all the time, sometimes it can melt and stick to the road and then turns to black ice. So you just have to be really careful. Even though you can see the lane, it could really be slick still because of black ice. So just be cautious, and I'm just gonna drive this all the way down to Zimmerman Trail, which cuts down through the rim rocks. There's a little bit of a grade there, so let's just go and check that out. This is the roundabout right before Zimmerman Trail. Make sure that you're slowing down really good before these roundabouts. They can definitely get slick, and you don't want to spin out in one of these. For the most part, Zimmerman Trail stays open all the time. It is really great access from the Heights to the West End, and really from the Airport Road to the West End. Occasionally it closes. There is a sign, like a big neon sign at the bottom, that will let you know if it's closed or not, and then one up at the top as well. And it usually only closes when it's super, super icy or if there's a car accident. But other than that, it usually stays open. But look how beautiful it is. All these snow-covered trees, and you can see the entire city of Billings. This is seriously one of my favorite roads in Billings, even in the wintertime. All right, this is a different snow. This video is a compilation of a couple different I wouldn't say snowstorms, but snowfalls basically. So this is different from where we were just on the West End. This is a day later. So you can see I'm actually in a lane right here. This is a turning lane into the gas station, and you obviously can't even see the lane. And that is super common. So you just have to be cautious. This road is Highway 312. It is a main traveled road. It goes right into Main Street in the Heights area of Billings, and this goes out to Shepherd, Huntley, Warden, some of those smaller towns. You can see there is a little bit of ice on the road, a little bit of blowing snow, so you just have to be careful. And I'm going to be turning on to a residential neighborhood here in a second, and we're just going to check out how it usually is most of the winter time. You can see a little teeny tiny bit of the pavement below, but for the most part these roads stay covered. So that's just something you need to be aware of when you're moving to Billings. Make sure you have a capable enough vehicle, or if you don't have like a four-wheel drive or an all-wheel drive, that you're just taking it real slow. This is the Target in the Heights. You can tell this hasn't been plowed at all. It is just snow-packed. Can't even see the lines when you're trying to park, and it's In the wintertime, there are no rules when parking in a shopping center, apparently. This one was a pretty decent snowfall after the first of the year. Where I'm traveling right now is a residential neighborhood right behind Skyview High School in the Heights. This is a very well-traveled road, a busy area. There's people coming in and out every day for school, and you can tell like you can't even see the road. It's not very slick. For the most part, it is just snow-packed, but you do have to be cautious and try to still stay in your lane even though you can't see the lane. This is what you can expect in the wintertime. And just a little note about my video, I am doing hands-free recording. I do have like dashboard mounts and everything, so I don't want you to be too concerned with me filming this while it's snowy. I am paying attention. So that just gives you a little glimpse of what it's like here in the wintertime. You just need to make sure that you're prepared and you're taking it easy and being vigilant and cautious when driving on these winter roads. Make sure you click to subscribe. My next video is going to talk about home prices in 2021 versus 2020.